ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। विश्वं दर्पणदृश्यमाननगरी तुल्यं निजान्तर्गतं पश्यन्नात्मनि मायया बहिरिवोद् भूतं यथा निद्रया। यः साक्षात्कुरुते प्रबोधसमये स्वात्मानमेवाद्वयं तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नम इदं श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये। Eighth Vārttika we have already seen, in which the Prathama pada of the shloka is explained. Now ninth Vārttika, idanim yatha nidrayeti drashtantartham aha svapna iti. So in the ninth Vārttika, yatha nidraya, this drishtanta is being explained. What is the meaning of this drishtanta? Drashtantartham yatha nidraya iti drashtantartham aha. Swapne svantargatam vishvam yatha pruthagavekshate. What is your reading there? Pruthagavekshate is there or pruthag I? And then in footnote pruthag ivekshyate is also there. And there is another reading also on this one. Yatha pruthag ivekshyate is there. Just two readings are there. Okay. तथैव जाग्रत कालेपि प्रपंचोऽयं विविच्यताम्। यथा स्वप्ने स्वांतर्गतम विश्वम यथा पृथग इव पृथग अवेक्षते और पृथग इवेक्ष्यते, पृथग इव ईक्ष्यते, बोथ आर ओके. पृथग अवेक्षते, धातु इज सेम, ईक्षणम. So swapne swantargatam vishwam yatha pruthak, it is distinct. In this way he sees, or one understands. In the same way जागृत काले अपि अयं प्रपंचः पृथक iti vivicyatam means pruthak iva. So just as in swapnavastha, whatever is actually swantargatam is within one's own self, but is understood as different from oneself, as though outside of me, as though different from me. In the same way, in jāgrat also, whatever is happening in one's own self, means in Ātmā, is to be understood as, means whatever is experienced outside should be understood as happening within one's own self, Ātmā. In this way, vivicyatam means this kind of viveka, vision of thinking we should develop. So, we will never see that this world is inside me. It will never happen. That knowledge has to be cultivated. Just like we have to cultivate this knowledge that swapna was inside me, but it appeared outside. In the same way, jāgrat is also inside me, but it is appearing outside. Only thing is, the difference is in what is this me. The swapna is inside jāgrat pramata and jāgrat is inside turiyam. This is the bheda. Jāgrat pramata, if you say swapna is inside jāgrat pramata is in turiya. That is true. So everything is in turiya only, but swapna, just as because of its pratibhasik satyam, when I wake up from swapna, it loses its reality. In the same way, when I wake up from this waking, then the jāgrat will lose its reality. So this kind of viveka I have to do. Tathaiva jāgrat kale api ayam prapanchaha vivicyatam. So this is accepted by all, at least this much, that whatever is experienced in swapna is not different from the jiva chaitanya. Now, whether that jiva chaitanya, because jiva, if you take, jiva has chaitanya aspect also, and jiva also has antakarana aspect. So sometimes they will highlight that everything is projection of mind, means antakarana. And sometimes they will highlight chaitanya. So in Dashashloki we saw they highlighted the sakshi part. If you remember, in swapna avastha, right? Jāgrat, there was a brief discussion. Lot of discussion was there upon swapna and sushupti. So there in swapna it was said, it is the sakshi which alone projects everything. And that's why everything is also sakshi bhasya, illumined by sakshi in this way. And the role of antakarana is to give vasana. Vasanas are there from antakarana. Apart from it, it doesn't have any other role to play. Like that it was explained. So this is sarvavadi sammatam, at least this much, that there is nothing outside. And therefore, even though everything is from within, I think it is all outside, external to me. In the same way, in Jāgrat Kala also. In reality, everything is in Ātmā alone. Swantargatam. And in Ṭīkā, see what is said. Nigada vyakhyatam padyametat. Nigada Vyakhyatam. Nigada Vyakhyatam means Nigadanena Vyakhyatam. Nigadanam means Vachanam, Kathanam. Kathana matrena Vyakhyatam. By just saying, we have explained Etat Padyam, this ninth shloka. So there is no other need of explanation. In other words, Spashtam. Further now. Swapne svasattaivarthanam sattananyeti nishchita ko jāgrati visheshosti jadanāmashu nāshinām swapne svasattaivarthanam sattananyeti nishchita ko jāgrati visheshosti jadanāmashu nāshinām. So actually in shloka you can see anumanams are there. First he says swapne swasatta. Swa means Ātmā. Swapne arthanam swasatta eva, Ātmasattā eva. Na anya. This he says. So this much is already understood. What? That in swapna all the objects that are experienced, arthanam Ātmasattā eva. They all have only Ātmasattā. Na anya. They don't have any other satta. They don't have any other reality. Iti nishchita. So he is going to explain. Basically that first line is nothing but your Māndūkya Upanishad Vaitatya Prakarana first three Kārikas. That is first line, where it is said that Vaitatyam sarvabhavanam svapna ahur manishinaha. All the objects of swapna, their Vaitatyam is there. And why this Vaitatyam? So he says Uchita Deshakala Abhava. What is the second line? Vaitatyam sarvabhavanam svapna ahur manishinaha antasthanatu bhavanat samvrutatvena hetuna. So they are antasthana, means they are inside. So here also in the previous shloka it was said they are inside, antasthanatu bhava. And samvrtatva, because there is not enough space. Deshakala, in Anand Giriji's Ṭīkā, this Uchita Deshakala bhava and Nimitta bhava, all are explained. So when somebody gives these hetus, Uchita Deshakala Nimitta bhava, so you understand that he has read Anand Giriji's Ṭīkā also. This is how you have to understand the wisdom of the other person. From what they speak, how much they speak, you realize how well read they are. Like in many places, they will quote Brihat Vārttika. Like we saw in Siddhanta Bindu Moolam also and in Ṭīkā also. Brihat Vārttika is quoted. That means they have good idea of what is there in Brihat Vārttika. We used to read, I used to read Akhandanji Maharaj earlier also. And he used to write some things and I used to quote like him saying that Akhandaji Maharaj says this, Akhandaji Maharaj. Then I realize whatever he has said is actually from Naishkarmya Siddhi. Means anything extraordinary is there in Naishkarmya Siddhi, is all Sureśvarācārya. So that means he has read that. He has studied it. So that shows their depth of studies, etc. And there in Māndūkya Vaitatya Prakran, so third Kārikā says, na tatra ratha, na ratha yoga, na panthanaha. So this is the Shruti quotation also, which says that in swapna actually there are no chariots, no horses. Ratha yoga means what is yoked to the chariot, the horses, etc. No pantha, there are no roads. Everything is created in swapna. That means they do not have any other satta other than Ātmasattā. Swasattā eva arthanam. Na anya iti nishchita. This is there. Ko jāgrati visheshosti. Now, in jāgrat, what is the vishesha? So, that means what? He wants to do this anumana. Jāgrat padarthanam satta Ātmasattā eva na anya. Jāgrat padarthanam satta. This is the paksha. Sadhya will be Ātmasattā. This is sadhya. Drishtanta he already has. Yatha swapna arthanam satta. Swapna arthanam satta is already decided. What is the hetu? Jadanam ashunashinam. Jadatvat ashunashitvat. Two hetus. Anumanam is there. Paksha is there. Sadhya is there. Hetu is there. Drishtanta is there. Jadanam means because they are Jadanam of the inert objects. So, because they are inert, they don't have their satta. Ashunashinam. Ashunashi means those which perish quickly, immediately. They are called Ashunashi. Just as swapna padarthas are jada, swapna padarthas are Ashunashi. Ashu means quickly. Nashi means Nashin Shabda. They are subject to destruction. So, quick destruction of swapna padartha, kshana bhangura, what is said. In the same way, jāgrat padartha. You see, jāgrat padarthas are not that quickly destroyed. According to kalpa and yuga, jāgrat padarthas, they don't last long. You see, this building is 130 years old. Out of 4,32,000 years of Kali Yuga, 130 years is nothing. And one kalpa is 43,20,000 years. So, it is kshanik only. This is one way of looking at the impermanence of jāgrat. Another way of looking at impermanence is that they are parinami nitya. We think they are nitya, but they are constantly changing also. They are not kutastha nitya. So, in that way, they are kshana bhangura. How long the water in Gangaji remains for me to take bath? You enter in, it is gone. It touches you for 1 second actually. Right? When we are in Gangaji, for how long that Gangaji's water touches us? In Uttar Kashi, you may feel, it is there with you 1.5 seconds. In Rishikesh, it is less than a second. Okay. So, this is called Ashunashi. Quickly it passes away. See in Ṭīkā now. In Ṭīkā, all these Anumana Prayogas are coming. Swapne. So this commentary's strength is this now. It is going to use lot of Anumana, and this Acharya is a great learned Acharya. You can see in his writing. Swapne drishyamānārthānam या सत्ता सा स्वसत्ता एव आत्मसत्ता एव निश्चिता न अन्या सामान्यात्मिका कार्यात्मिका वा स्वप्ने दृश्यमानार्थानाम स्वप्ने in dream whatever दृश्यमान अर्थ विषयas are there तेषाम या सत्ता their existence their existence या सत्ता सा स्वसत्ता एव it is satta of swa means atma Ātmasattā eva nishchita. In simple words, if you want to say, it is my existence. I lend exists. Now what is this I that you have to determine? So if you take Pratibimbavada, Bimba alone is appearing as Pratibimba. Shuddha Chaitanya alone is appearing as Jiva Chaitanya. Bimba is Ishvara Chaitanya, not Shuddha Chaitanya. Ishvara Chaitanya alone is appearing as Jiva Chaitanya. So, Swasatta will be that Jiva Chaitanya Satta alone. Means it is in here Abhasavada. So, Swasatta means Ātmasattā. Ātmasattā eva nishchita. Na anya. Not any other. What are the other satta? Samanyatmika. Samanya means jati. Jati also is one form of satta. In the sense that it is there common. So there is no such jati samanya satta. Neither karyatmika. Karyatmika means it is not that Karana Satta is there and that Karana Satta is appearing as Karya Satta. That is Karyatmika Satta. So even that is not there. Like for example, if there is seed in dream and that seed produces a tree. So what is the Satta of that tree? Not because it is sustained by the satta of seed. Ātmasattā only. So there is no samanya or karyatmika satta. Everything is Ātmasattā alone. Now how that he is going to explain. The next part explains and then he will say again, if they don't have their own reality, where is the question of jati or karya? See now, tatha hi. न तावत् स्वप्ने बाह्यार्थान् उपलभते द्रष्टा इति श्लिष्यते. श्लिष्यते means this you have to connect. इसको जोड़ना है वहाँ. स्वप्ने द्रष्टा बाह्यार्थान् न उपलभते. In this way you have to read. So if it is given स्वप्ने बाह्यार्थान् न उपलभते कः द्रष्टा. So द्रष्टा इति श्लिष्यते. That you should put there. Why the hetu is given? तद उपलम्भ कारणानाम इंद्रियाणाम उपरतत्वात्. For bahyartha upalabdhi, you need indriya. Because that will become jāgrat. Indriyaihi bahyartha artha upalabdhihi jāgaranam. So if indriyas are not active, bahyartha is not available for drashta. So swapne bahyartha na upalabhate drashta. Why? Tad upalambha karananam indriyanam. Indriyas, which are the upalabdhi karana, they are uparata. They have already withdrawn. Sa yatra praswapiti asya lokasya sarvavato matram apadaya iti shrutehe. Sa yatra praswapiti asya lokasya sarvavato matram apadaya iti shrutehe. In this, so if you see the quotation number, that star is there. If you see the footnote, the number is given 639. You will not find it in 639. And the next one is, next to that is given 6310. That also you will not find in 6310. Actually, Brihadaranyaka Upanishad part begins with third chapter of the Brahmana. And therefore, when they say 6, you should understand 4. First 2 chapters are not Upanishad. Upanishad, Vajasneya Upanishad begins from third chapter of the Brahmana. So it will be third, fourth, fifth, sixth. That will be fourth chapter. And earlier also there was one quotation which you have to apply the same thing. I don't know if you try to look at that. The 6.4.13 on page number 27. 6.4.13. Tasya lokaha sau loka eva. That quotation of 5th Vārttika. There also you should understand 4.4.13, not 6.4.13. Understood where I said? So here also you make note for yourself that it is 439. Now what is the meaning of this quotation? Sa yatra praswapiti, when he sleeps here in dream state, asya lokasya. Now loka shabda here is understood as, it should be understood as karya karana sanghata. Lokasya, so jāgrita lakshanasya. Sarvavataha, 2 etymologies are there. Sarvam avatiti sarvavan. Ayam lokaha karyakarana sanghataha. Loka means this deha. Karyakarana sanghata means this body. What does he do? This body matram upadaya. Matram apadaya. It takes only Vasana part from waking and goes to sleep, means goes to dream. The only thing that is carried from waking to dream is the Vasana. And we cannot say it is Vasana of waking only. Because even dream Vasanas, all Pratibhasika Vasanas I might have, which I can carry. So that is that I carry. So here sarvam avati palayati iti sarvavataha. Sarvavan. This is sarvavan ayam lokaha. Sarvam avati iti palayati iti sarvavan ayam lokaha. So he has all Vishaya Vasana, Vishaya Jnanam. And another way of, so this is Sarvavan, and Sarvavan tasya will become Sarvavataha. And the other one is sarvava bhuta bhautika matra asya samsarga karana bhuta vidyante iti sarvavan. Sarvavan eva sarvavan. And then sarvavataha, again it's shashti. So the first etymology said that this body is there as sarvavan because it nourishes, protects everything. Sarvam avati. And the second is that everything belongs to it. Sarvava bhuta bhautika matra asya sansarga karana bhuta vidyante. Is sarvavan. Tasya sarvavataha. So, of that, Ātmā, Jivatma. So, Jivatma takes only matram. Apadaya. Matra means only that part he is going to take. What part he is going to take? Only Vasana part. Nothing else. Iti Shrutehe. Another hetu he gives. Swapna drashta desha kala vastunam jagrati samvad adarshanacha. Whatever is seen in swapna, desha, kala and vastu, in jagrat, their samvada is not there. You don't discuss about it. You don't say, didn't I meet you and I told you all these things and you said yes, yes. That or everything happened in your swapna. It did not happen outside. So, the swapna deshakala vastunam jagrati samvad adarshanat. So, what does it prove? Because of this, the swapna padartha, they don't have their satta. Therefore, we don't talk about it. Tasmat swapne deha nadyanta sthito na bahyarthan pashyati. And therefore, he is in swapna residing in the nadi, puritata nadi. Antasthita na bahyarthan pashyati. He does not see actually external objects of jagrat. Napi bahir nirgatya pashyati. Neither he goes outside and experiences them. So if I am sleeping here in my room and then I don't go outside and see Gangaji. If I see Gangaji in my room, it is in Puritata Nadi. Whole Gangaji. Napi bahir nirgatya pashyati. Why? Tatha sati vastu darshana deshe api jagrana prasanga syat. If that is the case, then vastu darshana desha, where the vastu darshanam is there, means where that object is there, there you might wake up. Deshantargatam tatratya vastu avalokinam atmanam manyamana eva vina pratyagamanam supta deha deshe api prabudhyamana upalabhyate. Let us say if I have gone to another place for seeing the dream. So from here, let us say I go to Varanasi, Kashi. Kashi Puri I want to see. And Kashi Puri Natham also. So Deshantargatam Tatratya Vastu Avalokinam. There I start seeing things. Atmanam Manyamana eva Vina Pratyagamanam. Without coming back, let us say Supta Dehe Deshe Api Pravudyamana. In Supta Desha, if I wake up, I should see myself where? In Kashi. Pravudyamana upalabhyate. Ato na bahirgatva upalabhyate. But actually it doesn't happen. And therefore, I should understand that bahirgatva na deshan pashyati. Vastu darshana deshe api, otherwise jagranam, when it happens, then you will see those objects. ato na bahirgatva upalabhyate iti. And therefore there is no bahirgamanam. It is inside, and in that nadi varieties of objects are seen based on vasanas, based on food also, what you eat. They say everything counts there. And then further you see antahatu, what about inside? Maybe they are there inside. Antastu यथा प्रदर्शन योग्य देश काल निमित्त विरहात न वास्तवम दृश्यम अस्ति. Inside प्रदर्शन योग्य देश काल निमित्त is not there. Viraha means it's abhava. Abhavat न वास्तवम दृश्यम अस्ति. There is no वास्तव दृश्य inside. Therefore tad abhavecha, so वास्तव दृश्य अभावात न सत्ता सामान्यम कार्यम वा अन्यत सद्रूपम संभाव्यते. If there is no drishya only, where is the question of any jati, satta samanyam, or karya satta? Means from karana, karya has any satta. It is that sadrupatvam na sambhavyate. It is not there. And then to support, so as I said, all this first portion is Vaitathya Prakarana beginning. Atha rathan ratha yogan patha srijate. So this is Bradaranyaka 4.3.10. Because na tatra ratha ratha yogan panthana. There are no ratha yoga pantha. So then Rathan srijate, Ratha yogan srijate, Patha srijate. Patha is, what is the pratipadika of Patha? Pathin Shabda. And what vibhakti is there? What will be Prathama Ekvachana? Patha of Pathin. Pathin Shabda, it will decline. Pantha, Panthanau, Panthanaha. Panthanam, Panthanau, Pathaha. Dvitiya Bahuvachanam. You check. I am just saying Dvitiya from my... Iti. Shrutir Vasanod Bhuti Nimitta Darshana Matra Vishaya. औचित्य अयोगेन परमार्थत्व अनुपपत्तेः. So this Shruti, what it says, iti Shruti vasanodbhuti nimitta darshana matra vishaya. Vasana udbhuti nimitta darshana matra vishaya. These vishaya, they are available, they are only darshan matra. Means you experience there. Only during that time they are available from your vasana. Vasana udbhuti nimitta. So vasana is the nimitta for their udbhavam. And darshana matra vishaya auchitya ayogena. Auchitya means their uchitatva, their justification is not there. You can't justify them, how they are there. Therefore, they don't have paramarthatva. Paramarthatva means vyavaharika. Here paramartha means they don't have vyavaharik satta. Tasmat jāgrat darshana vasana antastha sati nidra doshad bahiriva avabhasata iti yuktoyam jāgrat vishaya darshanasya mithyatve drashtantah. So what did he do? First he prepared his drashtanta. Because now he has to do anumanam. So first drashtanta has to be the same style as in Māndūkya. Then we can use this as drashtanta. But he gives different hetu here. So this vakya says, Tasmat, therefore, jāgrat darshana vasana antastha eva sati. Jāgrat darshana vasana is there. which is there within, means in the antakarana, in jiva, antastha eva, nidra doshat, because of nidra dosha, bahihi avabhasate. This is clear. So there is some dosha, because of that dosha, inside thing appears outside. So just as there is nidra dosha, here there is avidyā dosha. Just as in swapna, because of nidra dosha, inside thing appear outside. Ātmasattā vastu appear as anyasattā. In the same way, in jāgrat, because of avidyā dosha, what is inside Ātmā, I think it is outside. What is there because of Ātmasattā, I think it is anyasattā. So, doshas are playing this role. Iti yuktoyam jāgrat vishaya darshanasya mithyatva drashtanta. So now, jāgrat vishaya darshana, its mithyatva that we want to establish, in that this will become drashtanta. So jāgrat vishaya darshanasya mithyatve, this will become the pratignya. Jāgrat vishaya darshananam mithyatvam. Means jāgrat विषयाणाम मिथ्यात्वम. तस्मात् आरोपितस्य अधिष्ठान सत्ता व्यतिरेकेण सत्ता अनिरूपणात् अधिष्ठान भूत आत्मसत्ता एव स्वप्ने सर्वस्य सत्ता. सो आरोपितस्य अधिष्ठान सत्ता व्यतिरेकेण सत्ता अनिरूपणात्. Whatever is aropita, it will not have any satta apart from the satta of adhishthāna. Āropita sarpa, its satta is only because of the adhishthāna rajju. Āropita rajata, its satta is only because of adhishthāna shukti. In that way, āropita swapna prapancha, it will have satta only of Ātmā. So they are appearing in Ātmā. अधिष्ठान भूत आत्मसत्ता एव स्वप्ने सर्वस्य सत्ता न पृथक इति सिद्धम दृष्टांत उक्तम अर्थम. दिस इज सिद्धम इन दृष्टांत. नाउ दार्ष्टान्तिके योजयन अनुमानम सूचयति. नाउ दिस ही इज गोइंग टू अप्लाई इन दार्ष्टान्तिक, इन जागृत, एंड he will give अनुमानम. सूचयति को जागृति. दिस इज द सेकंड लाइन. नाउ जागृत दृष्टार्थाः सर्वे आत्मसत्तया एव सत्तावन्तः. फर्स्ट अनुमानम. जागृत दृष्टार्थाः सर्वे आत्मसत्तया एव सत्तावन्तः. तस्मिन्नेव. सो पक्ष इज व्हाट? पक्ष इज जागृत दृष्टार्थाः इज पक्ष. साध्य इज सर्वे आत्मसत्तया एव सत्तावन्तः. ऑल ऑफ देम आर आत्मसत्तया एव सत्तावन्तः. दिस इज साध्य. हेतु तस्मिन्नेव अव्यभिचारेण उपलभ्यमानत्वात्. दिस इज हेतु. तस्मिन् मीन्स आत्मनि. आत्मनि एव अव्यभिचारेण उपलभ्यमानत्वात्. दृष्टांत स्वाप्नार्थवत्. So all jagrat padarthas, they are available in Ātmā. And how? Ātmani eva avyabhicharena upalabhyamanatvat. So Ātmā, which is avyabhichari, in this way you should understand. He elaborates that little later. This is one anumana. So swapne swapnartha or swapnartha, what he says, swapnartha means swapne bhavaha swapnartha. Swapne bhava arthaha swapnartha. This you should understand. That which appears in swapna, they are called swapnartha. Avyabhicārena upalabhyamanatvat. So swapna padartha, they are there, and they, so in drishtanta, first you have to see that hetu is there, sadhya is there in drishtanta. So drishtanta, swapnartha, they are available in Ātmā as avyabhichari. Avyabhichari rupena, they are available there. Avyabhicārena means the objects, they go on changing, but the drashta is not changing. So avyabhichārena upalabhyamana. That avyabhichari Ātmā is there all the time. And swapna padartha, they have Ātmasattā only. So that he already showed earlier. So in drishtanta you have hetu, in drishtanta you have sadhya. And in paksha, first you have to make sure that hetu is there. So in jāgrat also, vishayas keep changing, but I remains the same. Therefore, who has the satta? I have the satta. In simple way, if you say idam keeps changing, but aham is not changing, therefore idam is not important, aham is important. Then you inquire, what is this aham? So in Shrutisara Samudharanam, this is how it is explained. There is idam vritti and aham vritti. And then in idam vritti is dependent upon aham vritti. So idam vritti is not having its own satta. It has dependent satta on aham vritti. And then in aham vritti, you see what is this aham vritti. So the answer is, the technique is different from how, like in Ramana Maharshi ji, he says you just ask, what is this aham, what is this aham. Here in Shrutisara Samudharanam he says, this aham vritti is anyonya adhyasa, between Ātmā and ahankara. So straight he comes to adhyasa bhashya from there. And in that, one is satya, another is mithya. And therefore, the aham vritti also has mithya part, and idam vritti is completely mithya. Only the substratum Ātmā is satya, whose satta is there, because of which aham vritti also gets satta, and vishayas, idam vritti also gets satta. In this way you can understand. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shankaram Shankarācāryam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutra Bhashya Kritau Vande Bhagavantau Punaha Punaha Ishvaro Gururatmeti Murti Bheda Vibhagine Vyomavad Vyapta Dehaya Dakṣiṇāmūrtaye Namaha. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om.